Hey, welcome back to the channel. This is Nathan. What we're going to do today, what I'm going to start off doing is I am going to put on the RAM TRX filter relocation kit. It's not required for a swap in a Dakota or a Durango, but I highly recommend it because if you don't do the swap, it puts your filter in a very inaccessible location. So by moving the filter up here, just makes oil changes a lot easier. Again, I'm going to put all the part numbers on the in the description of the videos here. So I was going to do this a few days ago, and I got the filter off. Was just hand tight, but what stopped me is one of these things where you think you have all the tools you need, and then you realize that, or I realized that I didn't have an Allen key or a hex bit that large. So I went to Harbor Freight. They're not sponsoring this video. I just shopped there. I picked up what I hope is going to work, and I'll get that out, and then I can put in the filter relocation kit and torque it to spec. So again, I wish I could do a time lapse, but I don't have anywhere to put the camera, so I'm going to have to pause the video here, and we'll pick it up when I'm done with that. Well, I guess it wouldn't be a project unless things didn't go wrong. So yeah, I ended up breaking a bolt. So it was that one right there. I was putting it in. It was a little tight. I don't know if I should have checked the threads to see if they were clean or not. I don't know if that's what did it, but all of these are supposed to be torqued to I think 9 foot-pounds. So but anyway, I'm just gonna leave it here for now, help keep the dust out. I did put the old filter on again for dust purposes. I got a new Mopar filter that's for a Hellcat, so that'll be going on when I'm ready to actually, well, after the engine's in the car. But one other thing I wanted to notice is that, or one other thing that I wanted to say is that there are actually two of these filter relocation brackets. The one that I have for the RAM TRX has oil cooler lines on it, and the other one that doesn't have oil cooler lines. I'll put it in the part numbers in the description for both of them. I chose the ones with oil cooler lines because I intend to do, obviously not heavy towing. I'm not going to be towing 20,000 pounds with the Durango here, but I do plan on doing some towing, and I figured a little extra cooling capacity couldn't hurt. So and then one last thing that went wrong. This actually went wrong the other night, but I don't know if I'm going to include that video in this upload or just cut it completely. So my AC compressor, I had to take the belt off. I will be getting a new belt. The old one didn't look terrible, but 110,000 miles on it. I had cheap insurance just to get a new accessory belt. But I had to take the AC compressor off because I think it broke. And when I moved everything down here, so I'll be needing a new AC compressor. I would JB weld this back, or maybe even weld it, but I've looked into those options, and the best option, it seems, is to take this one in as a core and then get a new one. So kind of frustrated with that, but it is what it is. So I'm going to leave things here, and I'll pick it up in a few days. Alright, so a different day, and we're back. I did get that broken bolt removed. I got the adapter on. However, I don't think I'm quite done with this yet. This bolt is supposed to be torqued to 9 foot-pounds, and can't quite get it there. I think in the process of drilling, I might have taken out just a hair bit too too much material. So looks like I might have to go for the next size up. This is a 6mm with a 1.0 pitch, so I'll probably go to a 7 or an 8, whatever, and get that done. I'll just have to remember in the future that that bolt size is different from these others, so hopefully it doesn't cause me any trouble and doesn't cause anybody else any trouble down the line. So that said, what I want to do now is I want to get on the alternator relocation bracket. This is required in order to get this engine to fit in that engine bay. So I haven't quite read through the instructions yet, but here they all are. Feel free to pause the video if you want to read them. Should be pretty straightforward. So this is what I'm going to do, and I will pick it up after I get it on, or if I encounter any issues or major milestones with it. So again, wish I could do a slow-mo, but I got nothing or no one else to hold the camera for me, so I gotta pause it right here and we'll pick it up in a bit. Alright, so I'm partway through the installation of this bracket, and I just wanted to point out a few things. First off, it should be quite obvious you got to remove the alternator and disconnect the two wires. Also, this bracket is for the factory alternator. You can get a different bracket and a different alternator that are Holley specific, so a Holley bracket with a Holley alternator. But like I said before, I just wanted to keep things as simple and as factory as I could. This Durango is going to be somewhat of a daily driver, so I'm not really concerned about, you know, souping things up too much right now or making anything look super pretty. It's just got to work, and it's got to work well. So that said, a couple other things I noticed. And yes, I am working on this engine upside down. The pictures show it right side up, so I kind of had to flip that in my mind. But there's 3 bolts here that are supplied with a kit that you got to put in. This is where the alternator came off of. These 2 are pretty easy, obviously, but that one is a little bit hard down there. Don't know if you can see that. Yep, there we go. That one on the bottom is really hard, and what I had to do is I had to use a U-joint adapter to actually get to it. And then there's a 4th one right here. And sorry about the focus on my phone here, but this bolt I had to pull out a little Christmas tree plug that was holding the wiring harness in, so I could screw that bolt in. It does come with a spacer. You gotta get the spacer in there, and that's the other thing. You don't want to tighten these down because you need to be able to wiggle the bracket around to get the spacer in. So that's where I'm at right now. I'm gonna go ahead and continue on with the instructions and let you know what else I find. So I'll stop the video right here, but hold on, don't click off. I'll be back. Alright, so I got these bolts torqued to spec. So the order is, this is 1, 2's down here. Yeah, right there. And then you want to go 3 down there, and then finally 4. So these 3 on the front here are torqued to 48 foot-pounds. This one is down here is torqued to 21 foot-pounds as per the instructions. So I don't have a very accurate torque wrench, and I had to use a wobble socket to get this one and this one over here. So I'll say it's good enough for government work. But anyway, shouldn't be going anywhere, should be fine. So, and I'm going to continue on. All right, so I think I'm going to stop here. I don't want to put the belt on because I still have to get a new AC compressor and a new belt for that. But I did get the pulley on. There's a supplied pulley in the kit that needs to go on, and it can go on in one of two ways, depending on if you have variable valve timing or if you don't have variable valve timing. And it has to deal with the spacer, whether the spacer goes on the front or the back of the pulley. I put mine on the front because it seems to line up with the alternator best that way. I thought I had variable valve timing. This is a Eagle Hemi that came out of a 2009 Chrysler 300. So I don't know, but hey, looks lined up good enough for me. So there's that. Also, in case you didn't get a chance to look at it, you can pause the video here. Here's some part numbers that were in specifically the kit for the alternator relocation bracket. So if you need anything, there's your part numbers. Also, I have additional info in the description. I will put that info in every video. If for some reason I hit a character limit, then I'll link to a Google page or a website or something like that, and hopefully I'll never forget to keep that website up and keep that information available. So anyway, I'm going to stop here for now. I think next time what I'll do is I do want to get the new manifolds on, and I do need to get, I believe, gaskets for that in order to do that. And then, let's see what else. Oh, real quick, almost forgot. In order to relocate the alternator, I did have to pull these wires down, and I did have to cut the wiring loom. So I'll have to get some wiring loom to fix this up, protect it from the heat and from the elements, and should be good to go there. Other than that, I think we're just about ready to start getting the Magnum out of the Durango here. And what I'm going to do is make it easy. I think I'm just going to pull off the entire front fascia here so I can just pull the engine straight out and go from there. That seems like the easiest plan, rather than trying to wrangle the Hemi in from the top, or wrangle the Magnum out from the top. And yeah, so can't wait for that. If you enjoy what is going on the channel, please comment, like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more. See ya.